Noah worked alone on a quiet cargo station at the edge of space, far from busy routes and loud traffic. The station was old, built many years ago, and most ships only stopped there when they had no other choice. Noah liked it that way. The silence gave him peace. Each day followed the same simple pattern. He checked cargo logs, repaired small systems, and watched stars drift past wide windows. Nothing unexpected ever happened, and that was exactly how he preferred it. The station floated near a thin line of light where stars seemed weaker and farther apart. Power systems hummed softly, and metal floors carried faint echoes of Noah's footsteps. He knew every sound the station made. When something changed, he noticed right away. That was why, on that day, he stopped walking when he heard a soft movement near the storage bay. At first he thought a crate had shifted. Cargo often settled during long periods of rest. But the sound came again, slower and careful, not like metal sliding. Noah moved closer, his hand resting near his utility light. The storage bay was dim, filled with tall stacks of sealed containers and shadowed corners. When his light swept across the floor, he saw her. She was small and curled up behind a low stack of crates. Her skin was a pale silver shade, marked with dark lines that looked natural, not scars. One leg was bent at an odd angle, and there was a thin line of blood along her arm. Her eyes were wide and shining, full of fear. She did not move when the light touched her. She only watched him, breathing fast and shallow. Noah froze. He had seen many alien species in his life, but never like this. Never alone. Never hiding. Never injured and afraid. He slowly lowered the light and spoke in a calm voice. "I'm not going to hurt you," he said. "You're safe." The girl did not answer right away. Her hands shook as she pressed them against the floor. When she finally spoke, her voice was quiet and broken. "My name is Mira," she said. "I'm Noah," he replied. She tried to stand, but her injured leg gave out. She cried out softly and sank back down. Noah moved without thinking. He knelt a short distance away, careful not to frighten her, and placed a bottle of water on the floor between them. "Drink," he said gently. Mira stared at it for a moment, then reached out and pulled it close. She drank slowly, pausing often, as if her body was not used to kindness. Noah watched her carefully, making sure she did not faint. When she finished, she looked up at him with confusion mixed with fear. "You are not calling guards?" she asked. Noah shook his head. "You're hurt. That matters more." He took out a small medical kit from his belt. It was simple, meant for minor human injuries, but it was all he had. He pointed to her arm. "May I help?" Mira hesitated, then nodded. Noah cleaned the wound slowly, using gentle motions. Mira flinched once but did not pull away. The bleeding was not severe, but it had been left untreated for too long. Noah wrapped it carefully and checked her leg. It was strained, not broken, but painful. "You can stay here," he said. "At least until you're stronger." Mira's eyes filled with tears she tried to hide. "Thank you," she whispered. She stayed. That night, Noah brought her food and a blanket. She remained near the crates, unsure if she was allowed to move. Noah sat nearby, keeping his distance, letting her feel safe in her own time. The cargo station stayed quiet. For the first time in a long while, Noah felt the silence change. Something important had begun. Noah woke early the next cycle, long before the station lights shifted to full brightness. He lay still for a moment, listening. The station was quiet, but it felt different now. It was not empty in the way it used to be. Someone else was there. Someone breathing, someone waiting. He rose and moved carefully toward the storage bay. Mira was awake. She sat with her back against a crate, her injured legs stretched out. Her eyes followed Noah as he approached, cautious but less fearful than before. The blanket he had given her was wrapped around her shoulders. "Good morning," Noah said softly. Mira blinked. "You returned," she said, as if she had not been sure he would. "I said I would," Noah replied. He set a small tray on the floor between them. It held water, soft food, and a few nutrient packs. "Eat slowly." She watched him again, searching his face for signs of anger or control. Finding none, she took the food. Her movements were careful, like someone used to having things taken away. Noah sat nearby and opened his medical kit. The tools were simple. Cleaners, wraps, pain patches. Nothing advanced. But Noah believed simple care, done well, often mattered more than complex machines. "Your arm needs to be checked," he said. Mira nodded. She held out her arm without pulling away this time. As Noah worked, Mira studied his hands. They were rough, marked by small scars from years of repair work. He worked slowly, never rushing, never tightening his grip more than needed. When he finished, he leaned back slightly, giving her space. "Does it still hurt?" he asked. "A little," Mira said. "But less." "That's good." Silence followed, but it was not heavy. Mira broke it first. "Why do you help me?" Noah paused. "Because you needed help." "That is not a reason," she said quietly. "Others did not help." Noah thought for a moment. "Maybe they forgot how," he said. Mira frowned, trying to understand. Her people believed help was always traded. Care came with cost. Safety came with rules. Yet Noah had asked for nothing. Not her name. Not her story. Not her service. She tested him with a question. "Will you report me?" "No," Noah said simply. "Even if it brings you trouble?" "Yes." Her breathing slowed. Something inside her eased just a little. As the cycles passed, Noah continued to care for her. He cleaned her wounds, helped her stand, and showed her how to move without pain. He never touched her without warning. Never spoke over her. Each action was calm and clear. Mira began to move around the storage bay on her own. She explored slowly, always keeping Noah in sight. The station, once cold and silent, felt warmer now. One cycle, she spoke while Noah adjusted a bandage. "I was traveling with others," she said. "Our ship was damaged." Noah listened but did not interrupt. "We were separated," Mira continued. "I do not know if they survived." Her voice shook, but she kept speaking. "I hid here because I was afraid." Noah finished his work and sat back. "You're safe here," he said. She looked at him, eyes wet. "You say that easily." "I mean it." Mira studied his face again, searching for lies. Finding none, she looked away. Days passed. Myra's strength returned slowly. She could walk without pain. She laughed once, surprised by the sound. Noah smiled when he heard it. They talked more. Mira asked about humans. About why they lived so far from home. Noah spoke of choice. Of quiet places. Of starting over. Noah asked about her people, but gently. Never pushing. "They avoid others," she said. "We believe closeness brings loss." "And you?" Noah asked. She hesitated. "I am not sure anymore." One cycle, Mira offered to help. She carried light tools. She watched repairs. She learned quickly. "You don't have to," Noah said. "I want to," she replied. Trust grew in small moments. In shared meals. In quiet work. In the way Mira no longer flinched when Noah moved too fast. Noah never asked for payment. Never hinted she owed him anything. That, more than anything, changed her. One evening, Mira stood by the wide window, watching stars drift past. Noah joined her. "You did not ask why I am here," she said. "No," Noah replied. "Most would." "I'll listen when you're ready." She nodded. For the first time since she arrived, Mira felt something close to peace. Trust had begun. The nights on the cargo station were long. The stars outside did not change quickly, and the lights inside dimmed to a soft glow meant to save power. During those hours, sound carried farther. A step echoed. A breath felt loud. In that quiet, Mira began to speak more. She and Noah sat near the window where the stars were easiest to see. Mira liked that place. It helped her feel less trapped. Noah sat a short distance away, never too close, giving her space even now. "My kind avoids outsiders," Mira said one night. Her voice was calm, but there was weight in her words. "We always have." Noah nodded. He waited. "We believe contact brings harm," she continued. "Long ago, others came offering help. But help became control. Control became loss. So we learned to stay away." "That makes sense," Noah said. Mira looked at him, surprised. "You do not argue." "No," he said. "You're telling me how you survived." She considered that. Many had challenged her people's choices. Few had respected them. "We trade only when needed," she said. "Care is exchanged. Safety is earned." Noah leaned back against the wall. "Humans tried that once," he said. "And?" Mira asked. "And it didn't work very well." She tilted her head. "Why not?" "Because someone always falls through," Noah said. "Someone gets hurt who has nothing left to trade." Mira thought about that in silence. The next night she asked, "Then how do humans survive?" Noah smiled a little. "By helping each other. Even when it doesn't make sense." "That seems wasteful," Mira said. "Sometimes," Noah agreed. "But it also builds trust." "Trust is dangerous," Mira said quickly. "It can be," Noah replied. "But it can also save lives." Mira did not answer. She watched the stars move slowly across the glass. Later that night, she woke from a bad dream. Her breathing was fast, her hands shaking. She sat up, confused, unsure where she was. Noah was there. He had not been sleeping deeply. He rarely did. When he heard her move, he came quietly, careful not to startle her. "You're safe," he said softly. Mira looked at him, her fear slowly fading. "You stayed," she said. "Yes." "Why?" Noah shrugged. "Long nights are easier when someone's not alone." She held on to that thought. As nights passed, they talked more. Mira shared stories of her people's cities, built into stone and light. She spoke of music that used low tones meant to calm the heart. She spoke of how children were taught distance before connection. Noah listened. He spoke of Earth, of crowded places and shared meals. Of neighbors who argued and still helped each other fix broken roofs. Of strangers offering directions without asking for names. Mira struggled with these ideas. "You help even when you do not know the outcome?" she asked. "Yes." "You help even when it brings pain?" "Sometimes," Noah said. "That seems unsafe." Noah smiled gently. "It is. But humans are used to risk." Mira considered this deeply. Her people avoided risk at all costs. Yet here she was, alive because one human had taken a risk for her. Some nights, Mira would sit quietly while Noah worked. She did not speak. She simply stayed. Noah did not ask her to leave. The silence felt shared, not empty. One long night, the station's power dipped briefly. Lights flickered. Systems hummed louder than usual. Mira stiffened, fear rising again. Noah moved closer without touching her. "It's okay," he said. "Just a system shift." She believed him. That surprised her. She realized trust had grown without her noticing. "You do not expect payment," she said suddenly. Noah looked up. "No." "You do not expect loyalty?" "No." "You do not expect me to stay?" "No." Mira frowned. "Then why help at all?" Noah thought carefully. "Because helping you helped me too." She did not understand that. Not fully. But she felt its truth. Over time, Mira began helping more around the station. She learned how systems worked. She watched Noah's methods. Careful. Patient. Never rushed. "You work slowly," she said once. "Things break less that way," Noah replied. She smiled. One night, she admitted, "My people would fear you." "Why?" "Because you give without taking." Noah chuckled softly. "That scares some humans too." Mira laughed. Felt strange but good. The bond between them formed quietly. Not through grand promises or shared danger, but through presence. Through staying. Through listening. Noah stayed with her through every long night. And Mira no longer felt alone. Something in her changed. Something in him did too. The warning came quietly. No alarm screamed. No lights flashed red. Instead, a soft tone passed through the station, gentle but firm. Noah noticed it right away. He looked up from the panel he was fixing and frowned. That signal meant an official approach. Authorized ships. Government level. Mira felt it too. She stood near the window and saw them first. 3 ships moved into view, dark and smooth, marked with symbols of authority. They slowed as they came closer, careful and controlled. "They found us," Mira said softly. Noah wiped his hands on a cloth and stood straight. His heart beat faster, but his face stayed calm. "It was always possible," he said. "That doesn't mean it's over." Myra's hands trembled. Memories of closed doors and cold faces rushed back. "They will take me," she said. "They will not listen." Noah turned to her. "They'll listen to me." Footsteps echoed soon after. The docking clamp locked into place. The station felt smaller suddenly, as if it were holding its breath. The door opened. 4 officials stepped inside. 2 were human. A tall man with short gray hair and a woman with steady eyes and a firm stance. Behind them stood 2 others from allied species, silent and watchful. They did not draw weapons. They did not shout. Their movements were slow and careful. The woman stepped forward. "Noah Carter," she said. "You are the sole operator of this station." "Yes," Noah replied. "I am Anna Reed," she said. "We are here to ask questions regarding an unregistered presence." Noah nodded. "I understand." Her eyes moved to Mira. Mira stiffened but did not hide. She stood where she was, shoulders tight, eyes alert. Anna looked back at Noah. "How long has she been here?" "A few cycles," Noah said. "You did not report her arrival." "No," Noah said. The man beside Anna spoke next. "You accessed medical supplies and restricted systems." "Yes." "Why?" Noah did not hesitate. "Because she was injured." The officials exchanged brief looks. Anna folded her hands. You understand the risk of harboring unknown beings. I do, Noah said. And you still chose this path. Yes. Anna studied him. Explain. Noah spoke simply. He did not exaggerate. He did not defend himself with anger. He explained how he found Mira hurt and scared. How he gave her water. How he cleaned her wounds. How she stayed. She needed help, he said. So I helped. The man frowned. You did not consider the threat she might pose? Noah shook his head. I saw no threat. I saw someone in pain. Anna turned her attention to Mira. What is your name? Mira swallowed. Her voice was quiet. Mira. Do you know why we are here? Anna asked. Yes, Mira said. You believe I am dangerous. Anna tilted her head slightly. Are you? Mira's hands shook, but she stepped forward. Fear pressed hard against her chest, but she remembered the long nights. The listening. The care. No, Mira said. I am not. Silence filled the room. Mira continued, her voice gaining strength. I was injured. I hid. He helped me. He asked for nothing. The Allied officials watched closely now. I expected fear, Mira said. I expected punishment. Instead, I was treated as a person. Anna's expression softened just a little. The man asked, what are your intentions now? Mira hesitated. To heal. To return if I can. To remember. Remember what? Anna asked. Mira looked at Noah. Then back at Anna. That kindness exists without trade. The room stayed quiet. Anna walked slowly around the space, observing. She noticed the clean bandages. The simple setup. The way Mira stood close to Noah, not hiding behind him but not far either. You broke protocol, Anna said to Noah. Yes, Noah replied. You put yourself at risk. Yes. Why? Noah met her gaze. Because the rules did not help her. Anna exhaled slowly. Rules exist for a reason. So do people, Noah said. The man beside her looked thoughtful. She does not appear hostile. No, Anna agreed. She appears scared. Mira's breath caught. No one had said that before. Not out loud. Anna turned fully toward Mira. If we allow you to leave freely, will you comply with observation? Mira nodded. Yes. Will you share what you can peacefully? Yes. Anna looked back at Noah. And you? I'll answer questions, Noah said. That's all. The officials spoke quietly among themselves. Their voices were low, serious but not angry. Time stretched. Mira's heart beat hard in her ears. Finally, Anna faced them again. We see no threat here, she said. Only compassion. Relief washed over Mira so strongly she nearly sank to the floor. Noah steadied her without touching, just standing close. Anna continued, we will file this as a medical and humanitarian case. The man nodded. No charges. No removal by force. Mira stared at them stunned. Anna met Noah's eyes. This choice may echo further than you think. Noah nodded. I hope so. The officials turned to leave. No restraints. No commands. Just quiet steps. As the door closed behind them, the station felt warm again. Mira let out a long breath. They listened. Yes, Noah said softly. Outside, the ships detached and drifted away, disappearing into the dark. Mira looked at Noah, her eyes shining. You were not afraid. Noah shrugged gently. I just didn't let it decide for me. For the first time since arriving, Mira felt truly safe. And the station, once forgotten, held something rare. Proof that compassion could be stronger than fear. Mira's healing did not happen all at once. It came slowly, in small steps that were easy to miss if someone was not paying attention. Each day she walked a little farther without pain. Each day her breathing felt easier. Each day her eyes held less fear and more calm. Noah watched these changes quietly. He did not rush her. He did not mark progress on any chart. He simply noticed. When Mira could stand for long periods without support, Noah showed her how to use the station's small garden unit. It was old and simple, meant only to grow basic plants for long stays. Mira touched the leaves with careful hands, amazed that life could grow even in a place made of metal and wires. Humans bring life with them, she said. Noah smiled. Sometimes we forget to stop. Mira helped with daily tasks now. She sorted tools, cleaned panels, and learned how to read station signals. She liked knowing what the soft sounds meant. The station no longer felt like a hiding place. It felt like a home, even if only for a short time. One quiet cycle, a message arrived. Mira felt it before Noah told her. Her body grew still. Her eyes fixed on the console. That signal, she said. It is from my people. Noah turned slowly. Are you sure? Yes, she said. Her voice shook, but not from fear this time. They found me. The message was brief and careful. A small group had survived. They had been searching quietly, avoiding attention. They were ready to receive her. Ready to listen. Mira sat down, suddenly unsure. Joy and worry mixed inside her. She looked at Noah. I have to go. He nodded. I know. They sat together in silence after that. Not sad. Not happy. Just full. The day of her departure came softly. No alarms. No officials. Just a small transport ship docking with a gentle sound. Mira packed very little. She did not need much. What she carried mattered more than objects. She stood near the open hatch and looked back at the station. At the quiet walls. At the window where stars drifted past. At Noah. You changed me, she said. Noah shook his head. You were already strong. You showed me something, Mira replied. Care without demand. Kindness without control. Noah looked away for a moment. I just did what felt right. Mira stepped closer. That is what matters. She paused, then reached out and touched his arm lightly. It was a human gesture she had learned here. I will carry this with me, she said. I will teach it. Noah nodded. That's all anyone can do. She boarded the ship. The hatch closed. The transport pulled away slowly, steady and calm, until it became a small point of light among many. Noah watched until it was gone. The station felt quiet again, but not empty. Days passed. Noah returned to his routines. He checked systems. He fixed loose panels. He logged cargo that rarely came. His habits did not change. He still woke early. He still drank his morning drink near the window. He still listened to the hum of the station at night. But something inside him had shifted. He noticed small things more now. The way light moved across metal. The sound of distant engines. The feeling of being part of something larger, even in solitude. Messages came sometimes. Short updates from Mira. Simple words. She told him her people were listening. Slowly. Carefully. She told him some were afraid but others were curious. She told him she spoke of a human who helped without asking. Noah replied with fewer words. Encouragement. Patience. Quiet support. Far away, Mira stood among her people and spoke. She did not speak loudly. She did not demand change. She told a story. About pain. About fear. About one human who stayed through long nights. Some listened. Some did not. But seeds were planted. Her people began to discuss ideas they had once rejected. Small exchanges. Shared care. Simple trust. Not all at once. Not fully. But enough. Mira knew it would take time. She was patient. Back on the cargo station, travelers began to stop more often. Not because of trade routes. Not because of orders. They came because of stories. Quiet ones. Passed from ship to ship. About a place where someone was helped when they were hurt. Noah greeted them the same way he always had. Come. Simple. No questions unless asked. Some stayed longer than planned. Some left lighter than they arrived. Noah never told Myra's story himself. He did not need to. It traveled on its own. One night, Noah stood by the window, stars spread wide before him. He thought of Mira. Of the fear in her eyes when they first met. Of the strength she carried now. He felt no pride. Only gratitude. Kindness had moved outward from a small, quiet place. It had crossed distance. It had changed paths. Mira carried it with her. Noah carried it too. Across the stars, the echo of simple care continued. The seasons of space did not change the way they did on planets, but time still moved forward. Weeks passed, then months. Noah marked them only by maintenance cycles and signal checks. The cargo station remained quiet, but it no longer felt forgotten. It felt patient. Noah often thought about Mira during the long hours of work. He wondered how she was adjusting, how her people treated her words. He imagined her standing among them, speaking carefully, choosing each word the way she had learned to do here. He knew change would not come fast. It never did. But he believed it would come. One evening, while checking long-range signals, Noah noticed a familiar frequency. His hands paused over the controls. The signal was weak but clear. A personal message. He opened it. Myra's face appeared on the screen. She looked healthier now. Stronger. Her eyes were calm, but there was a light in them Noah had not seen before. It is working, she said. Noah leaned closer. Tell me. She smiled softly. Slowly. Carefully. But yes. Some of my people have agreed to try small exchanges with others. Not trade. Not control. Just shared work. Shared care. Noah nodded. That's how it starts. They ask about you, Mira said. About why you helped. What do you tell them? Noah asked. The truth, she replied. That you listened. That you stayed. The message ended shortly after. Noah sat back and let the quiet return. He did not celebrate. He did not feel like a hero. He felt steady. As if something that had been out of balance was slowly correcting itself. More ships began to pass near the station. Some stopped only to refuel. Others stayed longer. A few brought small gifts. Fresh tools. Better filters. Spare parts. Noah never asked why. Once, a traveler stayed for several cycles. A woman named Sarah, quiet and observant. She watched Noah work and asked few questions. On her last day she said, "People speak of this place." Noah looked up. "Do they?" "Yes," she said. "They say it is safe." He nodded. "I'm glad." She hesitated, then added, "Safe because someone here remembers what that means." After she left, Noah stood alone again, but the words stayed with him. Far away, Mira faced challenges of her own. Not all her people welcomed change. Some feared loss. Some feared weakness. They questioned her time among humans. They questioned her trust. Mira did not argue. She listened. She told them about the nights when fear had pressed hard against her chest. About the pain she felt when she thought she had been forgotten. About the human who gave water before asking questions. She did not say humans were better. She said humans were willing. That mattered. Over time, a small group began working with her. They studied human recovery systems. They adapted ideas to fit their own needs. They made mistakes. They corrected them. Slowly, their world felt less fragile. Mira never forgot where it began. She kept a small token with her. A simple piece of metal from the cargo station, smoothed by use. It reminded her of quiet strength. Of patience. Back at the station, Noah received another message months later. This one was not just from Mira. It came from a council channel. Brief. Respectful. They thanked him. Noah read it once, then archived it. He did not need it. What mattered more came later in a private message from Mira. They asked me what kindness costs, she said. Noah smiled faintly. And what did you say? That it costs time, she replied. And courage. And sometimes nothing at all. Noah leaned back in his chair and looked out at the stars. The station lights dimmed as night cycle began. The familiar hum wrapped around him like a quiet promise. He thought about how close he had come to choosing differently that first day. How easy it would have been to follow rules without question. To walk away. He understood now that small choices mattered. Not because they were loud or seen, but because they shaped what came next. Myra's people were not the only ones who changed. Others noticed. Stories spread. Not of power or conquest, but of care. Of patience. Of listening. Across the galaxy, species that had once avoided humans began to look again. Not with fear. With curiosity. And humans hearing these stories remembered something too. That their strength was not only in building or fighting or exploring. It was in staying. In seeing someone hurt and choosing to help. Noah remained where he was. He did not move to a better station. He did not seek recognition. He maintained systems. He greeted travelers. He listened. Sometimes, late at night, he stood by the window and imagined Mira looking at another sky, thinking of this place. He hoped she felt less alone now. Kindness had traveled far from a quiet cargo station. It had crossed distance without force. It had changed lives without demand. It continued to echo. Not as a command. But as an invitation.